Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to field strip your Beretta APX A1. This is the tactical setup. It's a 9mm. I always like to start by removing the magazine, safety first, right? Make sure the gun is not loaded, and go ahead and lock the slide back. Then you're going to use the magazine itself. These are metal frame magazines, so this comes in handy because this button here that protrudes from the frame, you're going to need to push down pretty hard on that button, and it helps to have something metal to push. So push down, and then you're going to slide that lever down. And as you release the magazine, the slide, go ahead and let that slide come forward. And once the slide is in the full forward position, then all you need to do is pull the trigger and push forward with your thumb, and that will release your slide assembly. So your slide comes off like that, your spring, your barrel. You'll have to take the thread nut off in order to get the barrel out, do your cleaning. And then as you get ready to put it back together, make sure that this lever, now it doesn't have any spring tension in it now that the slide is off of it, but sometimes it'll float up when you're taking it all apart. Make sure this is in the down position, otherwise you're not going to be able to put that slide assembly back on. You're looking for this point of engagement right here, and you're just going to put your slide back onto there. And then once you get into that position, it's really simple. All you do is just work the slide. I always like to confirm that everything's back together by putting an empty magazine in and working the slide again, making sure it does an automatic lock back. And you're all set. That's the Beretta APX A1 Tactical in 9mm. If you're still watching, I do have a story about this gun. I bought this gun new, turn of this year, 2024. And I took it to the range immediately because I was excited to fire it. I love the way that this gun is, the balance of it, and the handle is incredible. I love the way it feels in the hand. It's got a very, very comfortable grip. I've got some high-end 9mm, and this one probably feels the best in my hand, even though it's cheap. Speaking of cheap, the price, it's not really cheap, but it's cheap for a Beretta. This gun is $520 MSRP right now. And it's, let's see, it's August of 2024 as I make this video. Anyway, I took it to the range, and as I was firing through the first magazine, I was 10 rounds in, and the gun blew up in my hand. I only tell you this story mainly because of dealing with Beretta customer service. That's the main part of the story. But as I was firing the first mag, it blew a hole or a crack right here in the frame. It came all the way around to the back where the web of your thumb goes, and it was a significant crack. And several parts and pieces came out as I worked the slide. And so the gun had blown up in my hand, left a bunch of powder burns on my hand and stuff like that, and it was painful. But the more painful thing was because this gun had released fairly recently. There was a lot of turnaround on it, and they didn't have any in stock. And so I contacted Beretta, and I sent them the broken one along with one magazine. And it took over 5 months to get a new gun back. That was the painful part, waiting for this gun that I had just bought and only fired 10 rounds before it blew up in my hand. Now, when they sent back the replacement, everything was completely free of charge to me. I didn't even pay for shipping. They sent a shipping label, and everything was completely free of charge. The only painful part was waiting. I did call for updates several times, and I spoke with a really great customer service rep there named John, and he was very helpful and tracked where the order was at and how they were planning, whether they were going to repair the gun or replace it. Of course, with a cracked frame, they didn't have a choice. They had to replace it. But he kept me informed all along the way and let me know, even though it was disappointing to have to wait that long, he let me know where my order was at. And so they did a good job. They did right by me, and they finally got it back to me, and I have put a whole lot of lead downrange with this gun since. It fires great. I do have a suppressor, of course, and the balance of weight that's added with the suppressor is balanced nicely by the 21 round magazine capacity of this gun. It shows 17, but you can actually get 21 with the extended mags. And so that's a good weight balance there when you have the suppressor on there. I do not have an optic for this gun yet, but the sights that come with it are suppressor height sights, and I've been able to fire very accurately with these sights. And so I'm thinking of just keeping it as it is. I do have a flashlight laser that I put on here that I just left off for this video, but I really do like this gun. It is extremely comfortable in the hand, and I think you'll really like it too. And for the price point of $520, comes with 3 magazines, all of which hold 21 rounds. I think it's a steal. And for me, this was welcome to the Beretta family. I will, after I was treated the way that I was by their customer service team, I will be buying more Berettas. So there you go. I hope that you enjoyed the takedown video and my little story that came along with it. Shoot me a like and subscribe. Thanks very much. Hope you have a good day.